I lag badly.
That don't even make sense. So if you lag at home, then where the hell can you play at?
Dude, give me your wafers back, Jack.
You talking about?
Go ahead, I give you a shit. Oh, so how many people in your house? Are you Mexican?
I wasn't even thinking that shit. That was your ass.
Yeah, when you go here, Dr. Dollar, you go back there, how listen that is. Wicked motherfucker out here.
Hey, man, you can't stay it, man. I got the stream up, man. Hold up. Ain't nobody in yet, man.
Yeah. I'll be back. Put my head up.
This shit up. Not one. I want to see that. Let's see how this shit gonna go. These boys looking like out here. When I quit and he gets to win, I try my best.
Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. So here is the punter, Matt Bosher, to get us started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go. Push him back. Spot.
Here's Dalvin Cook, third-year back from Florida State. I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him.
Come on,
the
Dalvin.
40. Past the 20.
He's gone. 10, first play, baby. Let's go. Let's go, Dalvin.
Dalvin Cook, 83 yards. As his these guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's see what he's going to do on that thing. Let's see. Do you want me to back up the foot using whatever? Alright, let's see what's going on. I forgot to take 4-3.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Undercrush.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 15 yards, first down Atlanta.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Watch a slant.
Now it's Freeman.
And
some room to roll now.
Get him.
A big run there by Freeman, and even 50 yards. So down inside the 5-yard line, I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run here with Freeman. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd down and goal. Ryan, blitz coming, and down he goes. What happened there? Was that just a missed assignment on the O-line?
It certainly felt like it, but also the speed of the play. When you talk about defensive end, they want to be ahead of the clock, don't they? They want to be upfield, making plays on every snap. How about his agility there to run that one down?
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now it's Ryan.
Oh, that's
and the throw there going to be incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there, because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things, because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On 2nd down, Cook. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Buddy up, 45's the mic. Check, 45's the mic.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Come on now. Let's go.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Well, these two teams, the Falcons and the Vikings, have met 30 times since the Falcons' inaugural year in the league back in 1966. And the Vikings winning 19 of those games, but maybe the most memorable game between the two was a Falcons victory. That was in the NFC Championship game back in January of '99. Gary Anderson missed a field goal to potentially win it at the end of regulation, and then the Falcons would get the victory in OT 30-27, and they were off to the Super Bowl. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Let's try this. Do this.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now Cook running right.
I just right to him.
And he'll go down at the 28. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock him loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
I'm coming after you. Check 31. Check it up.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Setting up the screen for Cook.
Yeah, let's go.
Cook with the first down.
I can go, baby. Get off me.
And he will score.
Okay, Delvin.
Touchdown, Vikings. Delvin Cook with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
That's taking good. 14-3, looking good so far.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Andrew Sendejo in on the stop.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley.
Okay.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Calvin Ridley more than justified his first-round selection in 2018. 64 catches as a rookie and found the end zone 10 times. Did a nice job getting open right there and picking up a first down.
Come on, man, look at that.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Hey, Foxtrot. I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
From midfield now, here's Ryan.
Hey,
And
let's
he's
go.
going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
Dude, baby.
Daniil Hunter. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Heavy on the edges.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan.
Oh, they will not let me try to finish that shit.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. First catch for the NFL's leader in receiving yards a year ago, and a first down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they meant to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the shotgun, Ryan. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Justin Hardy's sort of an undersized guy at 5'10", but he runs physical and he runs tough. In fact, his teammates call him the Wolf because of his special teams play. How about that play right there? Nice job picking up the first down.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Tackle made by Emerson Griffin.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. On second down, Freeman looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. The Falcons on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Ryan. The 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on,
one?
what does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Now on 2nd and 13, Bridgewater. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And Diggs has it. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executing well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
At the 24-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. 10, touch in. Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs. Wide.
A quick throw complete to Chark. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gain?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard's going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
Get out of here.
And he's got Kyle Rudolph.
Okay, Kyle.
And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
First and 10.
Let's go, baby.
18-yard line.
Man, his ass over.
Ready? 45 to Mike. Check. 45 to Mike. Let's go one more.
Back to the ground, Cook.
He's gone.
Cook with a first down and
Let's
much
go,
more.
Cook.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And they got the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he spins through. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Look for the big chunk now, because as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Ready, Blue 80s. 55. Hey, here we go.
From the gun, Ryan. And it will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Now punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Bridgewater now. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response.
Even. 4 down. Even. 45, Mike, 45. Come on. 45. Mike, 45. I'm coming.
From the gun, Bridgewater.
Damn.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Oh, shifty. Whoa. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Randy Gregory in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. After the sack on 1st down, Ryan. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either. He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And no move by Dan Quinn to get the offense off the field. They're staying out there, and they're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
You ain't doing nothing today. 58. 34 is the mic.
To throw again is Ryan. And he hits his target. This is Luke Stocker. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now it's Ryan.
There you go.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. If you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job. Finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Bridgewater to throw it. Being chased out left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. He completes it to Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. Gets it off to Freeman. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
At their 48-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Watch his slant. Watch his slant. Switch.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Ready. Mike 55. Hey, eat. It's been a long day for you.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
59, ready. Mike 25. 55. We own them. Ready, set.
Throwing on second down. Ryan, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. There for the sack, Everson Griffin.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now a 3rd down throw, but he misses the target, incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the 3rd quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
Let's go. Let's do this.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Easy work. It's easy
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Throwing is Bridgewater. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
On the ground, it's Cook. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
45's the mic. 45, Mike, 45.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Bridgewater. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On the ready.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a run with Cook.
Oh, shit. He's young.
And he's got room. A big play there out of Cook. 41 yards on the ground. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. Hustle, hustle. Hey, we're going 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Rip left.
To throw, Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Tyler Davison hauling it off the edge to sack him.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Let's pick it up. It's Aaron Credit.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Grady Jarrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And not much. Maybe a yard to the 29. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
On 3rd and 1,
Ryan. Oh, what is that? Xavier Rhodes?
Set up shop at the 32.
Oh, no, not Xavier Rhodes.
Oh, timing is everything on a run like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early,
that nigga monster.
chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Contract on that shit.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's
He's
Cook.
getting a contract on that
And
one.
he'll be a couple yards
He
shy
can't
of the
stop the
red
run.
zone here at the 22-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Yeah, he getting the contract.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
It's complete to Diggs. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The quick slant, good for a 1st down, a gain of 12. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. But you say 3 rushing touchdowns, and of course throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, the spin. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it milder because they're not
in trouble here. Down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
I was going to try to say
picks up
everything.
his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys.
I got Randy Brady in my fucking life. Ooh!
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
About to get nasty
Picked
now.
off by Troy Apton.
Yeah, about to get
And he
nasty.
will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Hey, man. At least I can say I beat the dudes you played. You can't say you beat the dude I played.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
Because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Here's Ryan.
Man, I was supposed to. Oh, how you get that? I was supposed to get the Ravens. You the one got the Ravens.
Falcons.
I couldn't get it with you, though. I was picking on everything. I had my coach created and everything.
Get a bit closer.
Huh?
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's
Hey,
perspective,
man, that was before we started. That was before this, man. That was.
Both counts, all right? Because once he took off,
Oh, man, he's trying to get the onside kick.
that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
and the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But yeah, this game's pretty much done for them. Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Let me try this for him.
A quick throw taken in by Diggs.
I don't like Diggs, man.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
He's got Smith here. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him
I was
short
gonna
of
call,
a
you know, say I
touchdown.
missed it right here, man.
And he will have the first down. He winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now Cook.
Here we go.
Cook with a first down and much more. And all the way
That was
down
man.
to the
Oh, no, but that was
17-yard line.
oh, did he hurt?
Do my
I hope
eyes
they ain't hurt
deceive
for a
me, or
while,
is he getting
man.
stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Play fake. Bridgewater.
Ooh.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
I am taking him off.
DJ Chark there to make the grab as his guys continue to pour it on.
Nice with it,
I
man.
think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin. It looks like they're going to protect it here in this one.
Neighborhood nation.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. It's his guy on the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Come on, August. Come on, August. Oh, look at that. Yeah.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time
I ain't thinking yet. I'm waiting on the Steelers.
Picked up by Anderson.
Oh, come on.
And a great return as he gets this all the way down.
I know, but I'm waiting on the Love My Life niggas.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Say it.
On the carry, it's Cook. They're going to snuff this play up behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long. He's
what do I have there? Like,
huge for him. Like a baseball hitter in the zone, the ball seems bigger, and he's just working. These guys, they got it going today.
Maybe not this year. We got to
offensive linemen. When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Third down, and they're going to try the jet sweep. And after all that, he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play.
I told you I don't really need him like that. I might maybe give you 2 firsts or something. I don't know. I don't really like Lamar like that. I'm not a big scrambling type dude.
A 43-yard attempt.
I'm cool with Derek. I'm cool with Derek Carr. Shit, fuck it. I think he can take me to the ship. I got faith in him, even though he got that Raiders stink off him. So yeah, man.
Bailey's kick is good. Now they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Huh?
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense
I've been waiting like 2 days to play me, man. I gotta
just
make a
any
run in a minute.
interception. Are you a little bit more
I probably was
cautious?
gonna take you about
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the former.
I want to play him, but it's like shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, you waiting for somebody for a day and a half, and then all of a sudden they come out of nowhere. It's like, you can't just put on, you can't put on your shit on hold when you've been waiting for a day and a half. Like, I get, them that been fucked up and all that. But I've been waiting a day and a half to play. Like, I got some shit to do. I can't just stop what I'm doing so I can play you.
He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
I know. We can wait, but I know motherfuckers probably ain't gonna want to wait, an hour and a half just for one game. So I get that
That'll
too.
be taken in the end
So
zone.
it's up to y'all how y'all want to do it.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. About set to begin their next
Like
drive.
I said, I want to play him, but
offense
like I say,
had
right, I gotta make a run right after this
180.
game.
They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers.
Well, he had sent me that message
All
like,
guys, we're gonna lean on you through this patch.
he had sent me that
We
message
need you to get
yesterday,
us
but
back on
that like,
track
and
and
he
get
said
us
a couple
going in the
days.
right
I'm like, a couple
direction.
days.
So
I
your
ain't think he was
calling
gonna be
plays
back till.
geared to them.
That was
Not
yesterday, so a
necessarily
couple
target
days,
your plays, all
2
this runs
days.
of defense.
Not
I want the ball in the hands
the next
of
day.
X, Y, and Z, and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Okay, yeah, I'm on this shit down there all day. I was waiting up last night. So, like I said, I gotta make a run now after this game. I
They'll
got 2
throw on
minutes left.
first down with
Let's
Ryan.
do it.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
Let's get this.
What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
That one complete. He finds Shark. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards. That was so well timed. Just a perfect throw on the slant.
Hit him on the move, didn't he? Now he's going against the grain of the defenders coming over to try and stop him. That allowed for that additional yardage downfield.
So forget about any talk of possible safeties. Here's 1st and 10, clear on the other side of the field. Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking.
We only had not to jinx it, we had like one bad.
I might be able to play him after this game. I might not have to make that
Offensive
run.
line in
Man.
pregame. Get used to
They
the
got this shit, man. Man, shut up. What is nigga doing? trying to get this shit over with. Better not DC.
Say the only grub I know that's still evil is Vienna sausages. Straight out the can.
Man, should I say Andrew is the builder?
What running play is that? What are you talking about? What running play is that? Nigga? What running play is that?
Down. Again, it's Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up.
Oh, no, I hope this ain't helping
Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
What he was doing, he was holding his shoulder?
Yeah, like hold yeah, it looked like it.
He out for 8 or 6 weeks.
Nah, man. I be bad as hell.
Yeah, that's anytime when he rolled on the ground over his shoulder, that's a good 8 or 6 weeks.
Oh, no, come on, like on the last play of the game, man.
That's what you get. You should have known it.
Oh, no. I ain't got down, but it's over, man. Let me see, hold up. Let me see. Hopefully they got to tell me how long he out for. Oh, no, that was the fucking last play, man. Damn.
They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
It's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it here. Why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Back to the ground on first down. Here's Madison. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Oh, okay. He got bruised ribs. Good.
Okay.
Okay, he good.
That's a strong pickup right
He
there
ain't coming
on
back.
first
Fuck
down,
that.
and
I
as
ain't
this
putting
drive
him
goes
in
on,
again.
we're seeing an
He
offensive
good.
line and running
For the
game
next game.
imposing its will.
I got scared for a minute.
The last run got 6.
Hell
Now
no.
2nd
10
and
seconds
4.
left. Hell yeah, I'm scared. That's my franchise running back.
And Diggs has it.
Oh, look at Diggs.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Let me see
So
if
the
Chiefs
final
trying to play
seconds
now,
have
man.
ticked
I'll
away
play.
in this Minnesota victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's
played with you,
preseason. This is week 1.
Yeah.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the
That boy
rosters and figure out
Dalvin
who's
was
going to
going ham
play.
out there.
Maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you.
I know you playing. We know you was playing a little
So for
kid.
Minnesota, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers.
He had no bass
Meanwhile,
in
for
his
the
voice.
Falcons,
So
they
bad.
obviously fall to
Nigga ain't
0-1
hit
with
puberty
the
yet.
defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
Playing nigga with,
That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gordon
playing-
alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our
playing nigga with
entire
freckles
crew
in his
as
face.
well.
You know,
We'll
pimple
talk to you
acne,
next
still got
time. So
acne
long,
and shit.
everybody.
So ass out of here.
Hey, man, you just light skin, man. You know the light skin niggas just trying to.
Hey man, yeah, alright. That nigga playing motherfucker still got acne. So ass out of here, man. Let me see if the Chiefs ready. I'll play them now. That's a good way to start off this season, boy. Ah, nah. Let's go, Dalvin. That boy Dalvin week. Man, he gotta be player of the week. I don't give a fuck who else. I had that boy Randy Gregory out there balling that outside linebacker. My outside linebacker, fucking Randy Gregory. I'm about to move him right now. He can do that shit right now, cuz. Oh yeah, trade this shit. Ah, I didn't even do that. Fuck it. Oh yeah, Cole Holcomb. My boy Cole Holcomb out here. And which one?
This player's development trait is hidden. Put this player.
I did that because I was just so he can invite somebody, but I forgot. I didn't know I couldn't take it back.
No.
I know. I'm about telling Showtime to hurry up and get. That's what I'm telling Showtime to hurry up and give me about
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Hey, man.
I ain't about to go through this shit again, man.
Get out of here. No, so I could, yeah, but I need Showtime to give me the transfer the commissioner shit to me so I can take it back. That's because my co-commissioner don't do shit. That's why, motherfucker. Lazy. I got the laziest co-commissioner in Madden. I wasn't talking about Showtime, but alright. You talking about the co-commissioner that I always have, motherfucker. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He ain't talking about him. I'm talking about that dude from Jersey. Hey, let's see how he spin this. Yeah, bro. Who? What the fuck is that? Is he still his niggas play? Because I'm waiting on them to be the last one. I'm about to go in the, where that shit at? I'll get on Madden. I think my lineup should be straight. Let me check. Oh yeah, I gotta do my, who you got at defensive tracker? We still got Chris Jones. Oh shit, not Chris Jones. Damn. Hey. Hey man, he's scared. Look at him. He getting an address, man. Funny shit. Damn. I'm about to say 600. God damn. Who the fuck would have bet on the Cavs for 600? No, I'm saying, like, I'm talking about the other nigga you better get.
Nah, you don't better get another person. You better get Vegas.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the first. Ah. He ain't gonna be there when you pull up, man. He ain't gonna be there. That nigga run like quick. I'm about to play this nigga.
doing bonus line and they just make that shit. They couldn't get a stop in the fourth quarter when they needed to.
I ain't putting this nigga there, buddy. You got SP back there? Oh, like SP in the background. Like there, he like there, alright. Nah. That nigga get kicked out every day if we was in the league with him. I'm about to throw the screen up and play these Chiefs.
They gonna play though, and they gonna be Pat Mahomes.
Let me go to stream up. Oh, damn, we 86. Oh, he in the, I still got the same stream up from the other one. Fuck it. I'm gonna put this stream in here then. I forgot I was still streaming from the last game. Fuck it. I'm gonna throw the stream up. I'm still streaming. I forgot. Yeah.
Man, I got the Titans going to the Super Bowl now.
Oh, damn, they beat the Ravens?
Yeah, Vikings beat the Ravens. 28-40, maybe 40.
I just put the shit in the chat. I might have to lose on purpose then. Yeah, I don't mean that long, man. Yeah, you know I gotta get on my shit. I forgot, I'll keep it on there.
I'm excited to watch the fucking Ravens game, fucking Duke game. These fucking suck to watch that Duke game. North Carolina, they got the edge. North Carolina suck, man. They won't forget it?
And Mike Evans got as many touchdowns as Tyreek Hill? That one is crazy. I don't even be throwing to him like that. Nah, that nigga got 19 touchdowns. You be throwing it to him. I just didn't know Mike had that many.
Okay, Coach. Well, first open
Mike been balling. I thought he was a one. They thought he was a 1 week fluke. I think Mike been balling all season
complex here in Kansas City.
Well, his name
The
Big
scene
Mike
a few
Evans,
moments ago. Here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Buccaneers jersey. Oh,
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Look at that. See what these boys looking like.
All day, every day.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw in film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch, when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Hey, Mike, 15.
Now on 2nd and 13. Carr. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. It's a gain of 16. First down, Tampa Bay.
This is, you know, the time to continue at the goal line, he do a jump pass. That's what he did at the goal line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
That's going to be a long day. That's going to be a long 29.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Mike Bobo. Oh, yeah. Bravo. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist.
On play action, it's Carr.
I thought
And
I
he
fucked
fires
up.
one
I
that's
thought he was gonna go
intercepted.
deep.
Picked off inside the 10.
I thought he was gonna
And
go
a
deep.
huge
Damn, that was
return
my
as he'll
fault.
take this one all the way down inside the
Hey, that shit
30-yard
was-
line.
That was a touchdown.
Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Mahomes to throw. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Buying time to his left. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. Mahomes now on 1st down. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Let's go. Mike 5'9". I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Mike, check. 59.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Ooh, yeah, I knew I couldn't get over there. This shit, he got 7 zip on me right now.
Travis
I fucked
Kelsey.
up though. I should have scored on my first
Touchdown
drive.
number 8 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. That he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Flying in to blow that play up, Alex Okafor. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
I love this.
Now, 51. 180. 93. 51 to Mike. 51.
Shotgun now for Carr. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Oh, I could have lost. That's the same thing.
Picked off down near the 5. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Yeah, this nigga offense. Yeah, he got
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Shaquille Barrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill.
Hey, woo, I got lucky. He burned the shit out
That
of
certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
I stopped doing it. Oh, fuck. Oh, there you go. Oh, that was
hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we drop. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On the counter, here's Jones.
Oh, there we go. Let's go. Let's go, Ronald. Come on, get in there. Stop doing shit. Let's play some D. Let's play some D, baby.
Ronald Jones, his 21st touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. These two teams all tied after 1. From the 29, Mahomes.
Which one?
Nowhere to escape.
The dude I just played?
He goes down. Cleveland Farrell, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Flush to his right.
Oh, I wish he would have fumbled
Loss
that
here
bit.
as he's taken down.
This is the
Shaquille
kill.
Barrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of
Yeah,
the
he got the
year.
group. Yeah, he ain't leaving
Brandon,
any
what I
touch.
remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me just long enough for me to get there. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Why this nigga ain't returning the ball? Get up.
Taken in at the 22.
Man.
Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
You got three down.
On second down, it's Jones. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
From the gun now on third down, Carr.
Damn.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys were picking it off.
I know he's in that cover, too.
What word are they using? It's Oski. That means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
I know. I knew he was in the zone. So I thought I could squeeze that shit in there.
Set to begin their next possession.
That was a hell of a play.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. This is Jones. And an alley to run. And
I thought he was done. Damn, I thought he was done.
It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
I thought I was
exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Carr. And he finds Howard complete.
Let's go, Howard. Let's fucking go. Let's stop playing, man. Let's go, baby.
Jay Howard with touchdown number 8 on the year.
We're going at it, baby.
As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we've got a tie game here.
That ain't keep time, man. Ain't gonna work for this.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The last game they played.
That's at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
That beat in the playoffs with the Ravens.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this
in the
drive.
playoffs.
And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
Hell yeah.
And go to a spot
that's for put his ass out quick.
Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
Yeah, look at it.
Realize it hasn't worked for something else. Maybe try and find one of those special
last time we played, Lamar Jackson was probably 80.
And maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Throwing on 2nd and 14.
Let's go, D. Let's go, Cleveland. Cleveland down. Look at Cleveland out here. Fucking go.
Cleveland Farrell in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Mahomes going to throw. They're going deep for Hill.
Good D, baby.
And that'll
Fucking
wind
go,
up
Fuller.
incomplete.
Let's
Bold
go.
play call there. Now
I
it's
knew
fourth
he was gonna do
down.
that. Try to go deep with
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Come on, Marvin.
Officially, that'll be a 63-yard
Yeah, ain't nobody acting tough, man. You just talking shit about the game.
Offense
You
will
ain't
take
talking about fighting.
over with a new set of downs.
You getting mad and shit.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the
Y'all
offensive
beat
line.
their
They
ass,
just
nigga.
gashed him.
Old
They
niggas don't
blasted
know
a
me.
gaping hole for him to gallop through.
Yeah,
I think if he
dog,
comes back to the huddle, he better be giving him a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass.
It's not gonna be
Looked
big.
like it
Henry
was coming
fans now.
together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
New draw quarters.
To throw, it's Carr. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they feel like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean.
Oh, come
He's
on.
got a man.
Come on, OJ. Come on, OJ. Yo, stop playing with OJ like that, baby. OJ fucking Simpson out here.
Tampa Bay touchdown.
What you thought this was?
Howard.
We got weapons,
Second
baby.
touchdown
We
here
got
in the
weapons.
first half, as his guys are able
We
to
got weapons out
regain
here,
the
man.
lead. Extra
Ain't a one-man
point by
show.
Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the
I
one.
got shoot through Mike. Nigga, forget about OJ. Oh, shit. No, don't let him move. Damn. Who is
And
David?
it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
He almost ran that bitch back on me. I was mad as hell. I did all that just so nigga run it back. Alright, let's go, dude.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
I mean, we need our D to step up.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's
Well, he hasn't made much
that
of an
was-
impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
John Ross ain't that
On
damn
2nd and 9, Mahomes steps away, and he's going to keep it here. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, dude.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks
Come on,
up the
dude.
first. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Come on, dude.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Oh, let's try it.
Yellow.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes
Oh, good shit.
to
Oh,
the
he
goal
caught that.
line, but it's incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Mike's 52, fellas, let's go. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after the
Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
Oh, let's go,
Double
Apple.
team, and it's intercepted.
Fucking go, baby.
Picked off by Troy Apke.
Yeah, I wish you wouldn't
And
have
his
got that
guys
second
have
one,
got it
though.
back at the closing stages of the first half.
Hey, one, later one. Four down. Watch the 6-6. Pull it high. Check.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
They traded him for Christmas Cash.
Here we go. He's coming. We got double up.
I know.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Here's Jones. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say, we'll see what happens.
Well, I hope I run for a touchdown in his ass if he called the timeout.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down.
They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
They'll go with Jones.
Oh, he didn't stumble, boy. If he didn't stumble, he would have been out of there.
Halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Come on, D.
At their own 26-yard line.
Right. All right.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back.
Damn,
It's caught
I fucked
inside
up.
the
Damn.
25.
I should have stayed on.
All
He
for a
fucked
Kansas
me up
City
on first
touchdown. Tyreek
Tyreek
Hill
is crazy,
with
man.
touchdown number 20 on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I know what I gotta do too. I gotta put on. I'm gonna put a
Splits
cool on.
the uprights, and we are tied at
We
21.
got more speed than Fuller.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kicks away.
Fuck it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
It'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses
I
are
lucky
doing.
I had to jump over that
Wonder
nigga,
what
dog.
adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And
Okay.
able to
I mean,
rip
not here
off
with
a
Ronald,
big
though.
chunk
Ronald's
of
doing
yardage
fine.
before being dropped inside the 40. That burst good for 20 and a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more of the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Oh!
Throw to the end zone.
That was a crazy ass
First down, but
animation.
it winds up incomplete.
I know you felt like saying
I could've
touchdown there,
definitely
didn't you,
done too. I was
partner?
looking for
That looked
over.
like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on
Yeah,
through the
that
end of
was
the
first
play.
round pick.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. Forced out to his left. And
Let's
now
go,
he's going to
Derek
use his
Carr.
legs.
Let's go.
He takes his
Looking like
just a
Lamar
few
Jackson
yards
out
shy
there,
of
boy.
the red zone before going out. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
You ain't got no first round pick. Let's go. Derek Carr out here looking like Lamar Jackson, baby. I don't need Lamar.
What down? 185.
Switch up, switch up.
Hey, 734.
44's Mike. Check.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. That's caught
I
by
pushed the wrong
Howard.
button. I had circle.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to
Oh,
try to
Jay
get
Howard
the
having a
ball
good
into a
ass
tight
game,
end
though.
of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It was Breland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time.
White. Greystone travel.
Mike Bobo.
Get your swerve on.
44,
47-34.
I kind of let him
It's
do
just
it.
me and you.
Express.
44's the Mike. 44's Mike. Check. Drop
Hey, I couldn't get my play off.
That's going to set him back 5
That might have been
yards.
for the best. Let's see.
Now they
Looking
face a
like you
3rd and
right
15 here following the delay of game. From the gun, it's Carr. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete.
Let's fucking go, baby.
And he's into the end zone.
Look at Derek Carr.
Buccaneers.
Derek Marino. Oh,
Third
fucker.
touchdown pass now for Derek Carr as his guys have now moved out in front.
You set that zone up,
Extra
man. You got to
point
play
by
some good
Gay
defense
is
against
up
me,
and
man.
good. And the
I got
decision
too
to
many
just
weapons
kick
for you to
the
do that
extra
shit against
point
you, Carl.
winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
I got to stop
Let's
Tariq,
feel
man.
it at
Come
the
on,
2.
baby. Oh, yeah. He put a two right there. Hey, what is John West?
And he'll take
Put that
this
big.
across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Steve. Okay, Akuda. You up, Akuda? Can we stop here? No, I ain't taking that shit no more. Let's start this.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Coming to you. 56 is the mic.
Now here's Mahomes. He's got it to Williams. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mahomes firing complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Yellow. I go on 56. Hey, 15.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Oh, he got lucky as fuck on that.
Inside, he hauls it in.
That was lucky
And
as
he's
hell.
corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Yeah, lucky as hell.
Give him
That's
15
a good
yards
pick.
on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down.
Pick like a motherfucker.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Dancing. Mahomes
Oh,
hit. He
get that.
lost the
Come on.
football.
Come on,
And it's
Cleveland.
picked up by the Buccaneers.
Shit, let's
And
fucking
his
go.
guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
On first down, Jones. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That last play, though, not indicative of the night he's had running the football.
No, you're exactly right about that, because all through this evening, it's been their night, hasn't it? One play here, they get it against them. I wouldn't worry about that very much at all. Just continue to do what they've been doing.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
44. Go Chief. I got you. Check 99. Check 99. Check 50. Check 50. Any weapon. Check safety. Check safety. 29.
Throwing on first down, it's Carr.
Come on, OJ.
Open man is Howard, the tight
Get
end.
shit out of him, OJ.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I was going to do.
Let's go, D. Man up, D. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. 93. 93.
Let's see. He's going that way. He's going that way.
Hey, Echo. Let's put that team on the
Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to float this one deep right side. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they got their way with them.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Watch out for Hill on the return.
Good shit. Good way to bundle him up.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10.
All right.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Can they get that bad taste out of their mouth? Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 on first down.
It's a good ass game right here, boy. This is supposed to be.
You know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Yellow. All day, 15. Easy. 13. Let's get it.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. They complete it to Hill.
Damn, I was all on it.
Solid gain of 27. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Oh, he got lucky.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
From midfield, here's Mahomes.
Shit, that boy Shaquille ain't playing with him. Fucking go Shaquille O'Neal.
racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Working from the gun, Mahomes steps away to his left. He wants it all for the end zone.
What was that?
And it'll be intercepted. A great read.
Fucking go, baby.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Frank Clark in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
44's Alpha. We got to get the ball,
On 3rd and long, it's Carr.
Come on. Come on, OJ.
He got his man. Complete.
Come on, OJ.
He's at the 30.
He gone. That man gone.
And he's into the end
Try to play me like I'm some fucking rookie.
touchdown.
Who do you think I am? Saw that blitz shit on me.
Touchdown passes now for Derek Carr as the Buccaneers tack
Who do you think I
on
am,
their
sir?
lead.
They ain't 12 and 1 for
Extra
nothing.
point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
Got a man down.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
Yeah, I know he's trying to throw it to him.
The coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The Chiefs on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman.
Oh, my goodness.
Inside the
That's
25.
that should have been a pick for me.
A big play there for KC. 56 yards. The line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. Flushed out right. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it's 2nd down.
God, no.
Here we go, D.
Hey, man, get out of here with that throwing shit, man.
Hey, 43, 15.
It's just me and you. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, right there.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes.
Oh,
This
he
is
caught
caught
that?
by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 21st touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Bunker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Right here.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
To try again after the sack. Carr, and he's going to go down again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Shotgun now for Carr. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
He's gone. He's gone.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
They tried to take dog because I'm not the take dog type.
82 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their
Come on, hit
lead.
it.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
At their own 25-yard line.
I gotta play some man now. Switch it up, nah.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 65 yards. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Mahomes to throw.
Oh my goodness.
And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. The Chiefs on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is going to be third and 13.
Come on, the ball hard. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59.
Now Mahomes. It's complete to Williams. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes being chased out left.
Let's go. Let's fucking go.
Buccaneers sack. He had 3 touchdowns
game time,
already,
baby.
but won't get a fourth here. And the
Game
Bucs
time,
defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand.
That boy Cletus
The
got
Bucs
15
offense
sacks
set
in
to
here.
begin their next possession. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side.
Playboys like
Go ahead and
you
take
do
your
the rest of the
dagger
players,
shots
brother.
and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say, run the football, you've got the lead.
Well, let's
Is he
watch
gone?
it
Yeah,
and
he
find
gone.
out who's right.
I think he gone.
He's got a
who's that
convoy, and he might be
Yeah, he gone.
gone.
Yeah,
And he
Ah,
just
nah, he fucking
falls
talking about the
short
one.
down at the
That's some
1-yard line. A big run
Should've
there
let
by
fucking Ron hit that
Jones.
shit,
88 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation.
Just like that.
White Monday down.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a second and goal.
Stop your whining.
694. 44.
Carr gonna look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Chris Jones in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So it's third and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. Operating from the gun, Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
Oh,
that one final throw here is incomplete, and
that
is how this one will come to an end. A big offensive explosion leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their
wake up
job
and say,
that
who won?
much easier when they're scoring that many
Who
points.
won?
Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bucs, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they don't get clinched home field advantage. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew,
you sound mad over there, man.
next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
You heard what they said, man. We said we're making our case to be a Super Bowl team, man. That boy Derek Carr went ham. He threw 4 picks, but I was lighting his ass up with Derek. My offense went ham, too. Ronald Jones, damn near had 300 yards rushing. That nigga O.J. Howard went crazy. 6 catches, 240 yards, 3 touchdowns. O.J. Howard did better than Tyreek Hill. I'm about to call this nigga O.G. Howard from now on, man. I'm about to change his name, man. That's O.G. Howard, man. Cletus was out there balling. 3 sacks. Shaquille O'Neal had 3 sacks. My rookie had 2. He had a couple sacks, but his sacks wasn't good. C.J. Henderson, that rookie was fucking me up. Ward, Troy Apke had that one. That was big. Damn, boy. Alright, let me go and look at the chat, man. I'm streaming probably about 2 hours. We got 2 games in on this shit. GG, say Nick Gurr, appreciate you getting that dub. Yeah, we're gonna have to kick Rams out. I need you to give me that L, man, in my division. Oh, you. What? Hey, man, with the Falcons, what you need for the Julio Jones? Oh, that's some other shit. GG. Oh, that's the same thing as other shit. That boy Cletus. Yeah. going ham out there, boy. I play Showtime. Oh shit. So I got the shit sold up, and so I'm about to play my backup. I think I got the shit clinched now. Yeah, Y means you got it clinched, right? Hey man, oh, my bad. This clinch playoff product. You ain't gotta worry about it. Yeah, where the bills at? I feel wild card though. You might get in there. Yeah, that's what. You know what? I'm about to put my backup in. I think. I ain't even got nothing to play for now. We just got to play for niggas not getting hurt. I mean, besides like Drake and shit. I need Ronald Jones and ham, boy. Ham, cheese, and eggs on them. Green eggs and ham. I ain't be sure Mike Evans got going. Juju with ham. Ronald with ham, Derek with ham. Look at my stats, man. Alright, we put this shit down.